So, welcome to all. How are you guys? Welcome. We are gonna start now with this amazing edition of AgriHackathon Kenya. So it's nice to see in chat and in the among the participants, new friends, old friends, and together we are launching this first edition of the AgriHackathon in 2024. So, what is AgriHackathon? AgriHackathon is a challenge. Is a challenge that call upon innovation in agriculture. All of you has subscribed and joined this group in order to propose some ideas, some innovation that wants to improve agriculture in a sustainable way. So Agathon was born 1 year ago, properly with this mandate, by the collaboration of the Climate Social Forum and the Tanzania Conservation Voices, and after that, other organizations joined, the Poly Foundation, Bridges of Hope, SDG Brigades India, Dino Solutions, and many others, in order to collect all over the world the best mind, the best innovations, properly to foster this new concept of transformation of agriculture in a sustainable way. Today, we have the AgriHackathon specifically in Kenya. For the first time, we made a local AgriHackathon that was, we can say, organized and fostered by the local teams of Kenya. And the challenge will be properly to innovate for the Kenyan contests. And in order of that, I will give the floor to one of our team members from the AgriHackathon Kenya, that is also member of the Global Climate Smart Agriculture Youth Network, that is also one of the organizers of this AgriHackathon. And especially, I'll give the floor to Dennis Odero. Hi, Dennis. Are you there?
Hi, hello, Domenico. How are you?
Hi, fine. You, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
Great. So Dennis is the chief of the staff of the Global Climate Smart Agriculture Youth Network, but also part of the Global Climate Smart Agriculture Youth Network in Kenya. So I'll give the floor to Dennis a little bit to introduce himself and also introduce this big network that want to properly foster climate smart agriculture. So the floor's to you.
Thank you so much. My name is Dennis Odero. I'm at Egerton University. Egerton University is one of the centers of excellence for climate smart agriculture youth network. I also work as chief of staff for the network. Our network is in 179 countries, Kenya being one of them, Ethiopia. I've seen ticks here from Ethiopia. So we are in 171 countries in the 5 continents. So maybe Domenico, if you can share a screen and just briefly on what the network is doing.
Yeah, sure. Let me go into the website of the network. In the meanwhile, you can explain the different initiative that the network is doing.
I have, can I share my screen?
Yeah, sure. Please go.
Yeah. I think is my screen visible?
Yeah. Please go.
Okay, so I'll just briefly on what the network is doing, some areas, and as I've said, it's climate smart agriculture youth network global, and this is our logo seen there, and why it started and what we are basically doing, and this okay, let's see from the motivation behind why it's CYN started. Climate mitigation through strategic activities, and of course we don't want to leave anyone behind. And our vision is or target of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, of which I think the people here should be aware of the 17 SDGs that are very key for the vision 2030, not only for Kenya or Africa, but the entire world. Our mandate is here to implement the flagships. We have the flagship I'll show you in the next slides, to localize the SDG through collective action, where collective action will bring the local communities and the youth as well. Target groups I've seen with youth, women, and we have signed, we have MOU with the universities, TVETs, secondary schools, primary schools, and women groups, as well as farmers, because farmers are people, these are the people who really work to implement what we advocate. So this is our data on centers of excellence. Like I've said, you have seen we have 5 continents and so far we've had 9 countries, so it's 179 countries. 35 universities are on board so far, primary schools, secondary schools, and we also work being as a network. It's not an organization, it's a network. So we have international organizations that we work with. For example, the Food and Agriculture Organization, that's FAO, just to mention a few. And then these are the flagships that I'm talking about, the African Youth on SDG, Women in Agriculture, and Women in Agriculture for Sustainable Africa, youth, Children and Youth in Agriculture, Agribusiness, internship program that is 6 months, ICT in Agriculture, CYN Education Exchange Program, where different centers of excellence like Harvest, AgriHackathon, Precious meet and exchange ideas. Have climate finance. This is key. This is a new development currently, so it's also our interest. Persons living with disability in agriculture, sustainable agriculture. This is good because we have said we don't want to leave anyone behind. So if we have people who have disability, we also have we have a flagship on them. Then African Youth on Pastoral Initiative, health advancement programs are there, then global environment education and partnership. Just these are flagships that the network work on. Rationale. So the pillars are here: the social, economic, and environmental. And this is as far as because we're talking about to be the 17 SDG and all this. As much as we want to acquire our economic value, we also need to be very good keepers of the environment. So these are our pillars that we as a network we work on and advocate. Priority areas, like I've said, SDGs key to us because we have already worked on in-person and virtual dialogue on SDG attitude, change of attitude, because very key. We want to train youths. We want to use the upcoming youth should be those ones that are sensitive to the environment. They should keep their environment not only to them but for the future generation. Participants that all work empower participants to become active participants, including people living with disability, realizing of the SDG, where these people living with SDG are also aware of the 17 SDGs, and then they can also be empowered to be able to take part in being able to accomplish them. And like I've said, the vision is 2030. A translation of SDG, this has been done as a network. We're able to translate not only in 10 languages, but more than that, because leaving no one behind means that even our local communities, the farmers in the local villages need to understand what is zero hunger, what is climate change in their own language. So if you go in the village and tell them climate change, they will not understand. But if they can explain to them that you see now we used to do maybe planting in January, but now we are doing it in March because of climate change, they will understand that difference. So that's why we are able to translate this in local languages. Yes. And then capacity building, resilient food systems. Like I've said, if you see on our flagships, this one captures all areas in our flagship. climate smart practices, minimum tillage, inorganic mulching. I understand people who are here are going to capture this because when you bring an innovation, then you should capture all these so that at least you are adding value as well as keeping the environment safe. Um, um, then next slide, mitigating against post-harvest losses, urban gardening. Urban gardening is very key because you understand that majority of people, especially in Africa and Kenya, youth live nowadays. They leave the villages and go live in the cities and peri-urban areas. So village gardening, for example, kitchen gardening is going to be very key in the coming years because people have to be fed and eat and eat well. So if you live only in the local the local people in the village and then you move in the city and then you are not doing agriculture, then where do you think we'll get food? So we need also that. Then after doing this, we also work to enhance market access, where we link these farmers to the not only in their local setup but maybe in different countries. My key areas: leveraging on digital marketing solution for local and global markets. This is where the youth innovation is very key. You need to, as much as your area is able to produce maybe enough potatoes, and if they stay more than 2 weeks or more, and then they will got stale. So it's up to you to come with innovation and link these farmers to the export market where they can be able to add value and also improve their livelihood. The virtual academy, Domenico is in charge, and this is launched in 2022, capacity building youth in climate smart agriculture. There's practices where we share our innovations with the youth across the world. And once you got an idea, you try to implement in your local setup. The one that you see can implement in your local setup. So last time we had 115 tons producing of youth in different centers of excellence that were trained, and I believe they are now ambassadors in their respective villages doing what the virtual academy was meant to do. Building resilience in ASAL areas. This is very key. ASAL areas key because, for example, in Kenya, in Turkana, yearly there are normal droughts, and this one normally affects their livelihood and everything. So this is also a chapter that we really work on as a network. And as we help to also people from those areas be able to be resilient in the wake of climate change. Adoption of technology. This is where the youth is very important. Innovations are going to be very key in the coming years to be able to combat climate change and increase food for the growing world population that is estimated to be 7.8 billion in the coming years in 2030. So the creation of green jobs, green skills are very key. And one thing that I liked about the virtual academy and all that mentorship is that we are able to train our interns how to do what do you call proposal writing for funding. So we want you to be someone who can write a proposal for your community, for your fellow youth, and be able to get some funding and be able to prevent that funding that you get. These are things that you are doing partnership. You're partnering with so many, like I've said, the Ban Ki-moon Center. Ban Ki-moon was the former SG for United Nations, so he is also a partner to us, and we are doing some amazing job with their centers as well as our network. So these are some of the pictures from different centers of excellence, what the farmers and thieves are doing. Just have a look at them. It's simple the farming systems, but are able limited space. Like I've talked about the farming in peri-urban areas. So this one here needs a little step, but you are able to produce enough vegetable for your family and maybe for commercial purposes. This is being able to utilize waste material to do farming. These are real nurseries that different centers of excellence are coming up with And of more interest for me is trying to come up with the trees types that will need a little amount of water to be able to grow in, especially in asal areas. Sustainable production dairy value chain. This is also, like I've said, we have some agribusiness cuts across here. So these are what we are doing as a network. Thank you so much. I've just been gone through what we are doing, but our network has so much for the youth, not only for the youth, but everyone on board. So please feel free to join our network as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dennis, and congratulations. It's amazing that the work that the network is doing, and I think that for this we have also to thank the founder of this big network, that is Nyokan Divine, that unfortunately is not here, but we have all of us, we have to be grateful for the amazing work that he launched and then it's been developed, as Dennis has shown. Actually, today is a day in which we know each other and we know also all the partner and the family that, as we can say, created the ecosystem of the AgriHackathon. And also we explain the rule of the challenge. But before doing that, let's go to know more about some of the actors that are across the AgriHackathon. And for this, I'll give the floor, first of all, to Irene Kimani from the Rift Valley National Polytechnic, and then after to Caroline Maina from STEMLens Network. So these are two of the actors that are part of the process of the AgriHackathon and also part of the network that Dennis has showed. They are from Kenya. So Irene, please, it's a pleasure to have you with us and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Domenico. I'm indeed very honored to be here today. And as we embark on this journey that holds the promise of reshaping the future of agriculture in Kenya, my name is Irene Kimani from the Rift Valley National Polytechnic. ARVIST is otherwise referred to as ARVIST in Nakuru, Kenya. ARVIST is the Center of Excellence for TVETs globally, under the framework of the Global Climate Smart Agriculture Youth Network. As Dennis has rightly explained, the nature of what we do and the nature of activities that cut across the centers of excellence. So I'm delighted and have a great sense of anticipation and excitement as we delve into the heart of innovation and collaboration at this 2024 AgriHackathon Kenya chapter. The AgriHackathon definitely is not just an event, it is a clarion call to each one of us to be the architects of change, the drivers of innovation in the agricultural sector in Kenya. Today, as we gather here, we are not just participants, but we are pioneers. We are the catalysts for change in Kenya's agricultural landscape. We gather here, it is impossible actually to ignore the pivotal role that agriculture continues to play in our nation's economy and the lives of our people. Indeed, agriculture has been the backbone of our nation's economy, providing livelihoods and sustenance for generations. As we all know, the complexities of the 21st century are such that it is impossible to turn a blind eye to the challenges that now loom large over our agricultural landscape, with unprecedented challenges exacerbated by climate change, resource constraints, and evolving market dynamics. The situation right now demands a new wave of innovative solutions, and I want to commend this gathering here today and the partners for the AgriHackathon, because this is giving profound significance to the area of innovations. So the AgriHackathon, as we have said, is not really just an event, it's a vessel for collaboration and problem solving. It is actually a dynamic platform where we will see diverse minds from agriculture, technology, entrepreneurship converge to unlock innovative solutions. The value that this event brings to the agricultural sector is therefore immeasurable. By fostering collaboration, the AgriHackathon will accelerate the development of practical solutions that address the pressing challenges that face our farmers today, and actually indeed the entire agricultural value chain. We are living in a world that is grappling with climate change, among other formidable challenges. And the AgriHackathon, therefore, is a beacon of hope. It is a space where creativity will meet pragmatism, where ideas will transform into tangible solutions. And as we collectively strive for sustainable agriculture, this hackathon will serve as a breeding ground for innovations that go beyond theory and make real impact on the ground. And this is something very exciting for me as I participate in the AgriHackathon 2024. So ladies and gentlemen, as we look towards the future, we must recognize that the torchbearers of innovation are the youth. And the AgriHackathon serves as a conduit for channeling their creativity, their enthusiasm, and fresh perspectives into tangible solutions for the current problems in the agricultural sector. So to the youth who are here today, you are not just participants, you are the architects of the agricultural landscape of tomorrow. It is crucial that we create opportunities for you to actively participate in offering modern solutions. And the AgriHackathon today is a stage setting you up for you young minds to bridge the gap that exists between tradition and technology to harness the power of innovation and in addressing the age-old challenges that have persisted for generations. Through this hackathon, we aim to provide you a learning ground for you, our youth, a space where the theoretical knowledge will meet hands-on experience. The challenges that are posed by climate change are very complex, as you would all know, but you have the potential to unravel these complexities and pioneer solutions that will define the future of our agricultural practices. Ladies and gentlemen, the youth of today are not just leaders of tomorrow. I know we have had that phrase said since we were small, but these are indeed the architects of innovation. They are the drivers of change. This hackathon, therefore, is a call to our young minds, urging you to participate actively and contribute to the shaping the future of agriculture in Kenya. Participating in this AgriHackathon is not just about solving current problems, it's also about equipping yourself with skills that are invaluable in today's ever-changing world. So this hackathon, therefore, is an immersive learning experience for all of us, and it offers participants the challenge to gain insights into the latest developments in agriculture, in technology, and also entrepreneurship. This is a unique opportunity for you to learn from mentors, to learn from industry experts and fellow participants, and to also enrich your skill set and prepare you for future challenges. In conclusion, I want to extend my heartfelt invitation to all participants who are here today to embrace the challenge that is posed by the 2024 AgriHackathon. Let us come together to collaborate, to innovate, and pave the way for a future where agriculture is not just resilient, but is also sustainable and transformative. So this hackathon is not just an event, as I've said before, it's a movement. It's a movement towards a future where agriculture is at the forefront of innovation, where the challenges posed by climate change are met with ingenuity, and where the youth, as the youth, are the driving force behind this positive change. I really want to thank all of you for the commitment, for the passion, and the willingness you have shown to be part of this transformative journey. Together, let us sow the seeds of innovation and harvest a future that will sustain us all. I particularly look forward to the unique perspectives, energy, and creativity that the youth will bring to the table in this hackathon. Whether you come with years of experience or a fresh perspective, your contribution is invaluable. Let us seize this moment to collaborate, to innovate, and create a ripple effect that transforms the agricultural sector in Kenya. The journey begins now, and I'm confident that the 2024 AgriHackathon Kenya chapter will indeed be a pivotal chapter in the story of Kenya's agricultural transformation. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Over to you, Domenico.
Thank you very much, Irene. Wonderful words and such inspiring words for our participants. Thank you very much. I'll give the floor now to Carolina, if he's online, for a remark. And I will add, Irene, as well as other people that we're going to know into this journey, will be one of the experts that will be part of the jury that will evaluate the the solution that they are going to be proposed. Now the floor to Carolina, please.
Oh, thank you so much for the invite. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Irene. That was a really inspiring long speech. So my name is Caroline Maina. I'm the founder for Semblance Network, which is an organization that's dedicated to nurturing innovation through STEM. Thank you for inviting me again for this virtual forum, and which we will be exploring the technical advancements in agriculture. Take a sneak peek into, no, I don't think we'll be doing robotics today, but I would love to learn more about what's happening today. So my focus right now on this short speech will be on AgriHackathon. So I'll center my speech around the dynamic intersection of agriculture and innovation. Semblance Network has a few programs. I'm going to run through them quickly so that I can talk about the agri part. So we have STEM Odyssey programs which are designed to take students on global adventures that blend education, culture, and exploration. We also have STEM accelerators, workshops, and mentorship. These workshops and trainings are thoughtfully designed to cater to diverse interests and needs of both students, professionals, as those people who are interested in STEM. We also have a CosmoQuest program where we take celestial journeys through space. We have partnered with NASA for that. We also have competitions like this one, which is now a hackathon, which now encourage students to bring out what they have built. We also have our newest program, which is the Art Science Collaboratorium, where it's a space for creatives. So we see that in the STEM field, because it's sciences, technology, engineering, and mathematics, so we thought that arts are left out. So we have included the A to make STEAM in our projects. So now we have the Art Science Collaboration, where we have involved artists, filmmakers, painters, sculptors, anyone left and anyone in that art space. We also have the Diversity and Inclusion Initiative, where we have we recognize the immense values that diverse range of people who are from different backgrounds, so we even right now are working on robotics classes with people from Mathare and Kibera, where we are inspiring them to be innovators and entrepreneurs. So we train them, and then the people in their classes become the trainers, and then we leave them to work on their own. Then we also have the Agri Innovate, where it's a dynamic initiative that fosters innovation in agriculture through things like hackathons like this one, our workshops, and industry collaborations. So what I think about participating in hackathons isn't just about winning prizes. That's what I would like to tell the students. Although it's a fantastic perk if you win, it's about honing your problem-solving skills. You network with experts, you gain hands-on experience. And in the realm of agricultural innovation, hackathons have become incubators for groundbreaking ideas. I've actually personally learned a lot from these hackathons, and they provide a platform for you to contribute directly to shaping the future of agriculture in Kenya and beyond. So you young minds who are here today, don't just observe from the sidelines, jump in and be part of the agricultural revolution. So I believe the hackathons are going to be a playground for innovation, because as we said, they're not just events. They're those golden opportunities. Make sure you seize them, and let's learn from each other and what happens here. So that's all I have to say. Let's have fun and learn a lot. And thank you guys for inviting us. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you to you, Caroline. Such a
Thank you.
pleasure to have you here with us, and I hope that we can work together and collaborate for the innovation in Kenya, also starting from this AgriHackathon. So very appreciated your presence here, and thank you very much for joining here. So as you see, we started great. We started with, we can say, high ambition and high, we can say, premises for making this AgriHackathon very big. And I can say that we started from Kenya, but the family of AgriHackathon is, we say, international. And in fact, among the partners of this edition, there are also some colleagues from India. I will refer to the Antica Innovation Center, but also to Dr. Milind Shrivas Dangate, that is here with us. And I want to give the floor to Dr. Milind Shrivas Dangate to say a few words of remarks. So, Doctor, the floor is yours. I don't know if you can hear us. Hello? Okay. I think that doctor have some problem. Okay, so maybe we can connect with him in another moment. But now let's tell a little bit the story of the AgriHackathon. And I want to start by sharing a video that is telling about what's happened in the last edition. No, this edition is coming after a first one in 2022. And we started with fostering innovation in Tanzania. But again, the audience was very international. And now I will share a brief video that is telling about which solution has come out after the first edition of the AgriHackathon. Then after that, there will be also a brief speech, a surprise, but I will not anticipate anything. Now I just share my screen for a video. Just 1 second.
From India, and I was the part of previously held AgriHackathon in 2022 November, and my team name was Team BCH1, that is the mechanization of farming and allied activities in the agriculture. So the idea which we fostered, that was about the limited land and the efficient water technology, because we understand that in the recent years there will be a lot of population which will be requiring a lot of land and water. So the farming being a very integral part of all our lives, the efficient water technology and efficient land is very much needed. And that's why we fostered this, and it was a wonderful experience with AgriHackathon, where we presented our idea and our expert jury members actually understood our concern about the sustainable agriculture field. We were really happy with the results. Being the winner of the AgriHackathon, I really give my graceful rewards, the heartily thanks to the team, to the experts, to the jury members and everyone. Thanks a lot, AgriHackathon, to help us to foster that idea and the business model.
My name is Josephat Mukaya, and I'm from Kenya. I was part of one of the teams, which is Team BCH1 of the AgriHackathon. I'm glad our solution won. We proposed the idea of multi-story gardens, which is actually essentially vertical farming. So, and we also proposed some customized drip irrigation for the vertical farming. Basically, it's to efficiently use land and also efficiently use water in the face of the climatic changes that we have in the whole world right now.
Lazarus, Mark, Reader, Gracious. From the group Young Farmers Enterprise at the 2022 edition of the AgriHackathon, we presented an idea called Unlocking Potential, or simply UP. Unlocking Potential is a project with a goal to improve our country's agricultural value chain by setting up agri support centers in rural communities to help smallholder farmers increase productivity by building on their capacity, teaching farmers how to maximize on space to produce large volumes using natural systems, and also helping them to expand their businesses by connecting them to funding opportunities. AgriHackathon provided us with a platform to build on our idea and find ways to actualize it. Through the mentorship program, we have been able to develop a business model, ecosystem canvas, and transaction board. The process of creating these canvas opened our minds to understand how we can properly establish our idea as a business. Without the experience of the AgriHackathon mentorship, unlocking potential would have remained a dream, so thank you. Lazarus Kamoso, Gracious Kumwenda, Rita Kamukule, Mark Shonga form the Young Farmers Enterprise team.
Greetings, colleagues. I am Neva Mjere from Environmental Management Trust in Zimbabwe. I'm a member of the AgriHackathon team, DCH6, together with the Boniface Course from the World Youth Development Program in Kenya. So we are proposing to do a project on ecological organic agriculture and its impacts in income generation, food and nutritional security in vulnerable rural households in Kenya and Zimbabwe. The thrust or the novelty of the project that we are taking organic agriculture and also applying some ecosystem-based principles whereby we are using nature-based solutions to deal with the climate change and its adverse impacts on agriculture in the two countries. The project itself is going to be participatory, whereby we are going to use a lot of women, the children, the youth, in order to implement the said project. We have benefited a lot from the AgriHackathon through Dominico and also Samson, who helped us to develop some models, ecosystem-based canvas, the business canvas, and also the transaction model.
Now, the experience in AgriHackathon has really been nice. I want to thank Dominic for helping us through writing the business plan using the BMC model, and it has really been great. And I want to thank also my team member, who is Kushi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
And we have seen an example on what the solution can be through the winners of the last year, that also we have with us today, because we invited Kushi and Josfat here in this call properly to launch the challenge for this year. So now I will give the floor to Kushi and to Josfat to share their experience. Hi Kushi, nice to see you. How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
So thank you, Kushi.
Thank you so much, sir, for the. Hello, sir.
Yeah. We can hear you. So you can go.
Okay, sir. Yeah, sir. Thank you so much, sir. A very good evening from India. I'm Kushi, the former winner of the AgriHackathon of last year event that was in November 2022. I could remember. And as I mentioned in the video, that is the topic was the mechanization in the farming and the allied activities which took place, which was our topic. And in that we actually gave about the MSG, the multi-storage gardens, which was our topic, and we fostered the idea. Then we even presented during the hackathon, and then the jury members have selected our project and they liked our project, which was about the efficient land and the efficient water, which could be used to utilize which could be utilized in the farming process in the agriculture. And thereafter, we had a great experience for the forthcoming 3 to 4 months till April, in which we built the business models and tried to make it into the new grounds. The practical things which would be required to do our work in the process of the multi-story gardens. And as we mentioned, the project about the multi-story was to use 10 to 20% of the water, and the minimal amount of land was required. The MSG was something that you can build in your balcony, in your home, and grow the vegetables, fruits with the minimal amount of water, and then the things could be far easy. And as we understand, the water and the land scarcity is increasing day by day, and so people must get aware about the things which could about the things I mean about the vegetable, about the essential, which is the food, which could be grown at your home, in your back balcony, and with some amount of knowledge training about the topic.
Your
Thank you, Kushi.
No.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. So I just want to thank you, sir, for giving this floor, and the Joseph, my teammate with whom I have worked for the MST project. Thank you so much, sir. It was my first time experience in an hackathon, and it was a great one, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you to you, Kushi, for your words and for your witness. Now, let's give the floor also to Josephat, that is from Kenya too. So the floor for like to pass the ball to other colleagues, we can say. So Josephat, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, Domenico, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kushi, my teammate. It's a pleasure to be here once again this year. I just want to be very brief. What Kushi has said. First of all, you guys can see I am from Kenya and Kushi is from India, and we found ourselves in one team. We were very many members during that AgriHackathon. We were many members in our teams. But you know, sometimes when you're in a team, there are those who push the agenda forward, there are those who remain active, and there are those who make things happen. So we were about about five, more than 5 members in our team. But you can see only 2 of us who are really up to the task, and we came together, we brainstormed. I put this, I've actually been implementing this idea in Kenya, and that's why I proposed it in our team, and Kushi took it over. And she also presented during the AgriHackathon last year. So yeah, it has been great. It was a good experience. It was really great, I can say. And since then, I actually was invited to Rome to go and present this idea, which I did. And of course, what happened last year, and those of us in Kenya, I'm not very sure if anyone here knows that I was nominated in one of the food security awards in Kenya, which I won. So this was a great idea, and I thank the judges for seeing how good it was to help us in food production, because food security is what we should be looking at. So Domenico, I would just say that to the people who are going to really participate in this AgriHackathon, I really want to encourage them to take part in their teams. I saw last year that not many wanted to really, because I know, as Domenico is going to discuss a little bit later on, he's going to talk about how the process is going to be. We'll be divided into teams. Members will brainstorm on various topics. And you know, once you are divided into those teams, you find members not really, some members don't want to participate, but there is really something good at the end of it all. I mean, participation, and even looking at the training that is done during this AgriHackathon. I mean, even if you do not win, you end up gaining a lot of skills, especially in business development, using the BMC model. I mean, it's going to be great. That I can assure all of us. But at the end of it all, I wish everyone all the best. I hope we all have ideas that we are going to put on the floor and discuss. And of course, at the end of it all, come up with something that will really develop climate smart agriculture and of course, food security in the wake of climate change. So really, I'm grateful to be here, Domenico. Once again, I'll participate, and I look forward to meeting a new team during this AgriHackathon. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much to you, Josephat, and well done for your work. As Josephat has remembered, the team working is very important. We'll explain the procedure later, but team working will be also one of the criteria in which your work will be evaluated. So don't forget and don't underestimate this aspect, because it's part also of the evaluation, as Josephat suggested. And so you can get also a lot of fun, you can meet new friends and so on. So team working is very important. At last, I will give the floor. I saw that is here also Never Mujer, that has participated also last year and was also among the 3 winners. So Never, if you want to say a few words, the floor's to you. Hi, Never. Hello. We cannot hear you. Hello.
I think his mic is not working. Probably he could log out and join again.
Okay, yes. So we cannot hear you, Never. Eventually, if you can join again, and eventually we can give the floor to you. Okay. In the meanwhile that Never is gonna connect again, I will give the floor and introduce the local team that organized the AgriHackathon Kenya. And in particular, I want to give the floor to David Dimo, that was one of the most active members of the organizing team in Kenya. First of all, to introduce himself, to tell a little bit about the story of AgriHackathon in Kenya. And then we will share now the presentation about how the AgriHackathon will be organized and set, and will be the next step for the days are coming. So, David, first of all, I want to give the floor to you to introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is David Dimo. Hope you can get me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is David Dimo, part of the organizing team back here in Kenya. And we've been working, me, Pauline, and Domenico, to put this thing together. And it's a good experience. I'm learning along the way. And the AgriHackathon Kenya is a good initiative, of which if it is, let's say, if it's given, sorry. Okay, I'm saying it's a very good initiative that if it's given the support that it needs, it can see a lot of youths bringing to life a lot of good ideas that can save not only Kenya, but the whole world on matters agriculture and food security. So let's keep up working around the clock to just make sure that everything is, to make sure that we bring these ideas to life and all that. Yeah, so just to prepare to present a little bit about the AgriHackathon Kenya. The theme is cultivating.
Hello, we miss you, David. Hello. I think David has some problem of connection. So in the meanwhile that is connecting again, the theme is cultivating innovation in agriculture. This is like the overall. Okay, David, please. We can hear you again. Oh. So a brief of introduction. Of course, the context of the AgriHackathon of this year will be Kenya, and the recognition of significant transformation that are needed. And I've just started also into the Kenyan context to design a climate smart agriculture, as we have said. So the target group by which this AgriHackathon is addressed are students, startuppers, farmers, entrepreneurs. David, are you back? Sorry.
So can you confirm by Monday how many of us are in totally, because I'm definitely interested. But okay.
Sorry. Okay. Target group are students, startuppers, founders, and
Sorry, I lost my network.
Please, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let me just pick it from where Domenico was. So the target group, we have different target group. These are the students studying in Kenyan University, our institutes. We have startups or farmers and professionals who are employed or maybe are working on their farms, and they've developed new idea and they would love to be, or maybe just pitch and get to be skilled on matters conjunction between innovation, business, and agriculture to carry forward the idea. Then there are solo founders, entrepreneurs, and farmers or other individuals. And we forgot there was also other NGOs maybe who has projects on agriculture. And so competition categories are three: the ideation stage, which are mainly university clubs and university students. Then there are NGOs and tech experts, and then unskilled farmers who have ideas and they want to be trained on how to develop further their ideas. Next.
Okay. The expected outcome, of course, are innovative solutions that can be cutting edge regarding the current state in agriculture, networking opportunities, as Josephat was saying. This is also a way on which we can connect with different realities, different experts, and also among other colleagues that can enrich our baggage and our knowledge about the topics. And of course, entrepreneurial development. We will see that. Yeah, please.
Sorry, my network keeps on going and coming back, so I'm sorry about that. So expected outcomes are innovative solutions. So for us, we would want to the solutions to be developed or developing cutting-edge solutions to addressing key challenges in agriculture. Since you know that there are so many different challenges that is facing agricultural sector, mainly as a result of climate change and all that. So bringing up new ideas on how to deal with this situation and developing them further might save the world from succumbing to dangers of climate change. Networking opportunities. So from here, we'll be working with different people would be working with different teams, like would be brought in together as teams. We'll be working with different people from different parts of the country, or if possible, different parts of the world. And from there we network and learn from each other and all that. And that one is a plus for development. Then we have entrepreneurial development. So from the training that the entrepreneurs will be receiving, they'll know how to develop the idea, know how to go about the businesses and all that. And that one will be a plus for innovation development. Next. So in summary, AgriHackathon Kenya is not merely a competition, but a catalyst for change in the agricultural landscape by bringing together diverse talent and fostering innovation. We aim to contribute to a more sustainable, resilient, and technologically advanced agricultural sector. So we just want agriculture to be like technology to be embedded in agriculture to maybe boost productivity and make it a lot more resilient as a result, maybe as we try to solve the challenges that are constantly affecting the agricultural sector within the country, within the continent, and outside, even the whole world. Yeah. So this is all about agricultural AgriHackathon Kenya, and we look forward to a very productive webinar, and we look forward to nurture very many ideas. With this journey, we need to move forward and move forward and move forward and not relent. So thank you.
Thank you very much, David. Now I will explain a little bit the logistics, we can say, of the AgriHackathon. The AgriHackathon will be based on 3 keywords that are going to inspire your creation of new ideas, that will be create, connect, and collaborate. Most of that has been explained already by David, but just keep in mind that these 3 concepts can really help in brainstorm and in, we can say, connect different skills and expertise that maybe in a team you can have. So we call upon ideas on 6 challenges of the agricultural world. And now let's go one by one to see which are these challenges. First one is the mechanization of farming and allied activities. So how to, we can say, introduce some mechanics that can help and facilitate the work in farming. Then we have precision agriculture, IoT, ICT, artificial intelligence, the use of data, the so-called agriculture 4.0, to support the decision making, the planning, but also the monitoring in agricultural field. Then the supply chain, so how to arrive from the product to the food, we can say from farm to fork, and how we can innovate, for example, all these stages among the transformation of the crop, from the crop to the food. Then post-harvesting, how to treat, for example, the residuals and the wastes that are coming from agriculture with circular concept, how to, we can say, do not harm the environment with the post-harvesting, and eventually how to make a value addition also from the wastes. The waste and wealth and green energy, how to use, for example, these waste to create energy in agriculture, and how to use, for example, energy for improve agriculture, the solar pumping, the agri-photovoltaics, something like this. So the connection between agriculture and energy. And of course, very important, that was mentioned by Never in the video, women in agriculture. Agriculture is innovative if including the women. If the women leadership is a key factor on the activity, but we have to innovate on that. We have to, we can say, shift and turn on making this happen. So the last challenge, the sixth challenge, is related to include women in agriculture. So as was mentioned also by the winner of the last year, the process of the AgriHackathon is made by a capacity building and a knowledge-based creation that has been done by the AgriHackathon webinars. We will share the full series of the AgriHackathon webinars with all the participants. Then we launch, of course, the call of application, and we are now in the phase 4. After the opening, that is the phase 3 here, in these days, you will call upon to brainstorm and elaborate ideas. These ideas will be presented on the 28th into the closing session of the AgriHackathon. And during this session will be also evaluated by a jury of experts. After that, the winning solution will be followed up in order to facilitate the creation of a business plan and also the creation of the implementation on the ground. So what we expect from you? We expect a concept, a pitch, a prototype, something, of course, that can be presented as an idea. In 4 days, you cannot create a whole project, of course, but you can at least incept and let us understand that you have the potential to develop more into the further days. And what you have to do for the closing plenary, for the closing session. You can make a presentation, for example, a PowerPoint. We will give you a template that you can use for present your idea. You can make a video, or you can use any media for showing and we can say pitch your solution. You will have 5 minutes during the plenary in which you have the possibility to show and explain your innovation. So these are the evaluation criteria. The judges will, we can say, give a point from 1 to 5 to each one of that. So the criteria are feasibility, innovativity, sustainability, climate smartness. So of course, the component of climate smartness is very important. Accessibility, so how this solution, we can say, is accessible to the farmers. Scalability, how we can say the solution can be put in different places. Communicability, or how we can say publicize and advertise the solution to make it happen. And as I said before, the teamwork, very important. You will receive, in any case, after the presentation and voting, an evaluation report, both if you are winner or you are not winner, because we believe that even though you are not winning, because as I said, the AgriHackathon want to foster innovation, you at least can have a feedback of, on your idea and can improve by participating to this initiative. So what we provide to you, we will provide to you a channel in which you can communicate. For this Kenya edition, we are going to use a WhatsApp. Then you will have a Google folder that you can use for exchange material with your colleagues and so on and so forth. And all the knowledge base that is needed. If you need some material, some reports, and so on and so forth, you can ask to us, and eventually we can provide. In the next hour, we will send to you an email with all this information. So with all the material related to the folder, to the WhatsApp channel, and so on and so forth. Important, very important. So keep very in mind this point. You will be assigned to a challenge and a category. David before explained that for this competition, there are 3 categories. The universities, the NGOs, and the farmers. So when you will receive the email, you will be associated to one of these categories and to one of the challenges that you indicated into the application form. If you want to change, if you think that the association is not fitting to you and so on, you have 24 hours to communicate us in which challenge and category you want to run. After the 24 hours, you will be like definitely in the category that you have been associated. Among the path, we will not leave you alone, of course, but we will set for you some checkpoints. Checkpoints are we can say, some calls that we organize all together, in which you can eventually ask some feedbacks, ask some point, and these are made probably to facilitate you to elaborate the idea in the best condition. So we will have a checkpoint tomorrow. For this day, you can use this remaining part of the day to know your teammate, interact with each other after you receive the email. And then we will have the first checkpoint on tomorrow. Tomorrow, actually, on the same time. You will receive a calendar invite. Then we will have another one on Saturday. Then a last one on Sunday, just before the presentation. Of course, in each checkpoint, you have to demonstrate that you have gone further. Okay. So in the first one, for example, you have to demonstrate that you have the idea already in mind. In the second point, that you have drafted, we can say the basic concept and a little bit of the presentation. And on the last, of course, the last one is for refinement. On Sunday, we expect that your idea is solid and you need just to refine the details in order to be ready to present on Sunday. So, as David, we are gonna prize the 4 categories. So the competition categories are these 3. And for the best 3 ideas in each of the 3 categories, the reward will be a field trial, tech validation, and implementation support with the possibility to develop a business plan model. All these things are done in collaboration with our partners. So we can say, on-field partners. You can see, as I was mentioning, the Antica Innovation Incubation Center, Dino Innovation Solution, Egerton University, Rift Valley National Polytechnic, and Bridges of Hope Swalinga Foundation. But these are just some of them. There are others that we can connect to you in order properly to give you the possibility to implement the solution that, of course, is evaluated as the winning one. We have also the possibility to run for the Kofi Annan Award for Innovation. So what does imply we can say the follow-up? As was mentioned for the solution of the last year, the first level is, of course, the development of the business plan. You will be provided by a model, the business canvas model, the ecosystem Canva, and the transaction matrix that actually will help you in the following months. So this is regarding the post event. This matrix will help you to develop a full, complete business report. That will be something that you can spend eventually also to ask for funding, ask for stakeholder engagement, and so on and so forth. So this is like an example of the business report. So this was the winning solution of the last year that was presented, for example, by Josfat and by Kushi, a multi-story garden that after that has been presented also at the GAXA Forum. The GAXA Forum is the Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture in FAO in Rome. And that's it. Now, the remaining is to start to innovate. You will receive in the following hour the email for organize into your team. And for any question, you can forward these emails and we will respond very quickly, because in these days we are concentrated on you and on let you innovate. So that's it. I don't know if there are any questions to now. Okay. If there are no questions, I don't know if Never, can you speak? Are you there?
Hello, I'm there. Are you hearing me?
Yes, now yes. So thank you for joining. I give you the floor to report your experience for the AgriHackathon of last year.
Thank you very much. The exercise was very wonderful. It was also new to me and my colleague in Kenya. And we learned a lot through the journey of developing very bankable projects. Also, the tools which were subjected to were easy to follow through the guidance of Dominic. And we are implementing what we learned and what we were coached through the process. Though we had decided to visit a site in Kenya, but I think the arrangements are still in place to have a practical view of what's happening in the field of agriculture. So I think the training basically was well needed, and it came at the right time, since you find out that in Southern Africa and some parts of the world, we are having a drought, El Nino driven drought, which we should implement some interventions which are resilient in the field of crop production. So I really enjoyed meeting people, networking, collaborating, and also learning new things. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Never, for sharing your experience. And before closing, I want to give the floor to one of our, let's say, greatest partner in this journey, and also one of the experts that will be part of the jury. I'm talking about Santosh Kawale. Santosh, I don't know if you are there. If you want to say a few words, it's a pleasure to have you with us, and thanks for the collaboration. So please, the floor to you.
Thank you so much, Domenico. I think it is a wonderful series of hackathons that are run by Climate Social Forum. And it's wonderful to collaborate and contribute to these efforts that are going on. I'm Santosh Khavle. For all the people who don't know me, I'm Santosh Khavle from Pune, India. We are working in agriculture sector since last 5 years. We have operated in the agri-tech sector, and we are focused on dairy farming basically. We operate by the name and title of Dhenu, which is now a portal which is reaching to almost 100,000 farmers across state of Maharashtra in India. We are helping farmers with the information technology services and AI and ML, whatever is the industry 4.0 revolution. We are trying to bring that to agriculture, and that to specifically to the dairy farming sector. I'm very proud to say that we are helping small and marginal farmer community over here, as this is a sustainable income. Dairy gives them the milk sale, and the animal sale gives sustainable income opportunity to the farmer. We are contributing to the growth of the farmer, and efficiency of their farm is increased with our intervention. So with these interventions, we are trying to contribute in a small way in Indian context, but not that is not end of the world. We would definitely be interested to support the journey of the other entrepreneurs that are going to shape their journey in the days to come in the African context. We would be definitely be there to help you with our experience, expertise, and technology and the ecosystem that we have chance to connect to you from India. I would definitely take this opportunity to also mentor some of the projects that CS Climate Social Forum would hand over to me to be mentored. Yeah. So in all, I think it's wonderful program put together by CSF, and thanks to Domenico. He is very kind to have us onboarded, and we would be definitely adding a lot of value to all these efforts. With this small introduction, I wish all the best to all the participants, and trust that this will definitely become a value-added program for African continent. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Santos, and thank you for this amazing collaboration. So now we just need to start to innovate, and so let's go. You have received the notification for the first checkpoint, and now it's all in your hand. So thank you very much for everyone, and see you on the next appointment. Bye to everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.